What is going on, brothers and sisters? Eric Rosen here, your internal strength coach, here to show you how to overcome your greatest challenges so you can shine your brightest light. I'm in the meditation room again today. I really don't have any excuse other than it's a Sunday and, just really didn't feel like getting out to film today. Actually, the real truth, probably of why I'm not outside filming is it's not just because of laziness or maybe at all, but it actually has to do with the topic I'm going to talk about today, which is about just the unconscious um, stuff that we all have inside of ourselves. It's the stuff that um, it's basically kind of going back to the shadow work. It's all these old obsolete programs that run in ourselves that come from experiences that we had earlier in life that kind of got stuck there. And even though what happened during these experiences and how it changed how we view life in certain aspects isn't on the conscious forefront of the mind anymore because it happened, it's done, it's over with, and we don't go around consciously, um, necessarily thinking about, an event that say happened, 20 years ago or something. So that's where it becomes the subconscious, is because it was actually the emotion that got trapped in the body, um, from that experience. And now, even though I might go around saying, hey, you know, I think I'm an awesome, amazing individual, and I put that intent out there and I look in the mirror and say that deep down subconsciously, and, when I dream and go to sleep at night, if I don't really believe that, then that's still going to be there. It's the subconscious. It's still a part of the brain. It's still something that is a part of your reality. So even though it's not conscious, it doesn't make it any less real. In fact, you can even argue that it's even more real, because you're accessing different parts of the brain that you're not accessing on that, conscious mind. So, um, that's what I'm dealing with right now. So that's what I'm going to talk about today is just the past couple of days were really awesome. Really ever since Thursday with that networking event that I went to. And today I just woke up kind of just cranky, just not, didn't really know why, no rhyme or reason. I know that, I had some dreams last night that had to do with um, things like manifesting, related, like, um, yeah, just really was just manifestation of money. And I think that there was a point where I woke up, went to the bathroom, and then went back to sleep. And then it actually shook me out of my sleep. I guess it wasn't in that deep of a sleep where I actually kind of violently convulsed in my sleep. So there was some like gnarly, weird, shit going on like as I was sleeping last night. And I just, this whole day has just felt off. I just have not been in that same vibration. And, um, while, truth be told, it's not like I've spent a lot of conscious effort, like going and trying to change that, whether it's doing a gratitude journal or manifestation journal or meditating or anything like that. I really haven't done any of that today. But, what I notice happening is that it just seems like, because I don't know why I woke up like that, that's what I believe makes it unconscious. Like there's something going on at a deeper level. I don't know what it is. So, number one, obviously, yes, I beat the drum all the time. It's a call for the shadow work. Like, I'm absolutely going to be making time for that today. But what I want to specifically talk about with this unconscious stuff is that, you know, number one thing is like being easy on yourself. Like, I could very well sit here and I could beat myself up for saying, like, I don't understand why I'm not happy today. What's going on with me? Why do I sound irritable when I talk, when I speak to people? Because it's unconscious. You need to be just gentle and compassionate with yourself as you're working through, this unconscious activity, as, you're working through that. And You do need to work through it, but in the meantime, it's being gentle with yourself. Otherwise, um, you know, it. I mean, basically, there's just no way that you're going to, if you just pile on yourself and you're like, hey, I shouldn't be behaving like this. That's not really a good platform. That's not a good space to be in when you actually go in to try to do the shadow work, to try to work with this stuff, to try to understand it. So it's kind of blocking you. Another thing is communicating to your the people that you're talking to, especially the people close to you, your loved ones, and telling them, just like being honest, like, here's the deal. I woke up crabby today. I woke up on the wrong, quote unquote, wrong side of the bed. I don't really know why. If I'm not excusing my behavior, I'm not condoning it, but like if I talk to you in a certain way, number one, yes, I am going to apologize to you, but as far as like rhyme or reason as to why I'm being like this towards you, I'm sorry. I don't know why. It's not intentional. Please just, be patient with me and offer that space to me, to like kind of take a mulligan a little bit today, that my mood is just kind of off. So everybody has, bad days. So I think that, you know, it's just being vulnerable and just telling that person, like, I'm not perfect. I have off days. I have bad days too. The last thing I want to say about this unconscious activity that's going on, if this is happening to you like it is me, is that just like if, you're trying to beat yourself up about how you're feeling, trying to rack your brain and trying to, use your intellect and use your logical mind to be like, there's got to be a solution. There's got to be a reason that, I'm feeling this way. And it's like, yes, there is a reason, but guess what? Because it's on, this unconscious level, you're not going to be able to figure out what that is from that logical conscious mind frame. So, that's why you need to be able to go in and, do the shadow work, work with your feelings, maybe even a more passive way is to even set the intention before you go to bed at night for things to, come to you in your dreams, for the answers to come to you in your dreams. If you're pressed on time is a great way. So just knowing that, you know, you're not going to be able to solve it like the traditional mental activity way on, why this unconscious behavior is going on. So again, just to like emphasize the point too, like the way it's like, how do you know if it's unconscious behavior that's plaguing you? I mean, really, it's if I would say that in the most specific sense, it's going to bed one night and you did everything normal, like you had like you didn't change anything. You had a normal dinner, you ate the same food, you had the same interactions with people, and really your day was pretty typical. And then just one day you just wake up and you're like, fuck today, like I do not feel right today. So, too, like if there's something that happened where you're like, oh yeah, I'm probably not feeling well because I only got a few hours of sleep last night, or I tossed and turned, or, you know, if you're someone who eats healthy and then, you had something atypical in your diet, maybe your stomach's not feeling well or something like that. And it's like, oh, I'm cranky today because my stomach's not feeling well. Like people always know, like, the answer, like why you're not feeling well. But if you are like, I'm miffed, I don't know what the fuck I'm, why I'm feeling like this. There's an unconscious thing going on, and it's going back, you know, back in time, and that's the reason why you're not feeling good. So just know that it doesn't make you, a son of a bitch that um, for not feeling well, for having an off day. It's just that, again, it's just that call to know, like, hey, like there's like dark parts of ourselves in all of us, and it's that, it's that cry for attention inside of ourselves that's highlighting, like, hey, there's some soul level work to do here, there's some shadow work to do here. So again, like I always say, don't stray away from the shadow work, otherwise these opportunities that come up like right now, when like Venus is retrograde in Scorpio, you might miss the opportunity. In fact, there was a lot of like really awesome things that happened this weekend, and I wish I could recall them. In fact, I really need to go in and write those things down on what they happened, as best as I can recall from that right brain area. But, um, you know, at one point I remember saying to myself and actually consciously wishing that everyone else that's obviously going through this retrograde together, we all are, that everyone else is getting like the same like cleansing benefit that like I got, this weekend leading up to today, because it's just so awesome. Some of the clarity on like the issues coming up and just understanding things that are coming up. So I hope that's happening for you too. So do the shadow work. All right, you guys. Announcements wise, I don't think I really have anything. Um, yeah, no, I don't. So, sorry for the cliffhanger, but the personal training, the coaching, that shit, that those services, they're not shit, I promise. They're available. You can send me an email, ericrosencoaches@gmail.com. Still working on the website. It's coming, I promise. So, you guys have an awesome evening, and I will see you tomorrow.